Hey everybody, welcome to the Imer Santiago Podcast. I'm your host, Imer Santiago, and I'm so thrilled that you've chosen to listen to my show. On today's episode entitled 3x3, we'll explore 3 indigenous styles of music from 3 Latin American countries, meaning each style originates from the country from which it hails. The 3 styles and nations I have selected are, in alphabetical order, Bacenato from Colombia, Mariachi from Mexico, and Bomba from Puerto Rico. I decided to select this theme for this podcast since we recently celebrated National Hispanic Heritage Month here in the United States. There's much ground to cover today, so vamos amigos, let's get started. The first time I encountered the musical genre Bacenato was in the early 2000s when I heard the music of Colombian artist Carlos Vives. Bacenato, which literally means born in the valley, is a musical style which is said to have originated from farmers who traveled from region to region with their cattle, searching for pastures or even looking to sell them at fairs. As the farmers traveled, they became a sort of minstrel, bearing news to the towns and villages they visited. They would sing and play, using the medium of song to communicate the messages they had to their audiences. Some of the typical instruments used in Bacenato include the caja vallenata, a small drum held between the knees and played with the hands, the guaracha, a wooden rib stick with a fork that when rubbed together produces a scraping sound, and the accordion, an instrument of German origin, sometimes custom made specifically for Bacenato. There are 4 types of Bacenato: son, paseo, puyas, and merengue. And this merengue is not to be confused with the merengue genre from the Dominican Republic. So back to Carlos Vives. One of Vives' songs, La Tierra del Olvido, is an excellent example of traditional Bacenato. Let's take a quick listen to an excerpt of this song.
Como la luna que alumbra por la noche los caminos, como las hojas al viento, como el sol espanta el frío, como la tierra la lluvia, como el mar espera el río, así espero tu regreso a la tierra del olvido. Como naufragan mis miedos si navego en tu mirada, como alertas mis sentidos con tu voz enamorada, con tu sonrisa de niña, como me mueves el alma, como me quitas el sueño, como me robas la calma.
As you can hear, Bacenato is very joyous music. It is certainly a gift from Colombia to the rest of the world. From South America to North America we now go to cover one of the most well-known Mexican genres of music, Mariachi. Mariachi dates back to the 18th century, having origins in various regions of western Mexico. It is often referred to as Mexico's country music, and as such covers topics such as romance, love, machismo, which is very strong, often aggressive male pride, politics, death, and more. A typical mariachi ensemble contains 6 to 8 violins, 2 trumpets, an acoustic guitar, a vihuela, which is a 5-string higher-pitched guitar-like Mexican instrument, and the guitarrón, a 6-string Mexican acoustic bass. There are many styles of mariachi, including rancheras, corridos, sones, huapangos, polkas, waltzes, and more. Next, we listened to the song considered as the Mariachi national anthem, a son jalisciense entitled Son de la Negra, as performed by the world-famous Mariachi Vargas de Tecalitlan. Viva Mexico! Please make sure to check out other great mariachi artists like Javier Solis, Vicente Fernandez, Ana Gabriel, Rocio Dursal, and of course Mariachi Cobre, based at Disney's Epcot in Orlando, not far from where I live in St. Cloud, Florida. And now, last but not least, let's end our journey today by heading eastward to the Caribbean, to the land of my forefathers, La Isla del Encanto, Puerto Rico. Of the many musical genres which have originated from Puerto Rico, I selected Bomba because it greatly exemplifies the strong African roots the island possesses. Bomba is said to have originated in Puerto Rico's sugar plantations created by African slaves over 400 years ago. It was considered a source of political and spiritual expression, a way for the slaves to communicate, dance, celebrate, protest, create community and identity with one another. Bomba was played by using a variety of hand drums of varying sizes named barriles, otherwise known as the buleador and also the subidor or primo. These were drums made from the wood of barrels of rum, which were prominent on the island back then. Bomba also uses maracas and the cua or fua, which were two sticks played against the wood of the barrels or another piece of wood. Dancers moved to the beats played by the drums, and singers provided the melodies over the rich rhythmic layer of percussion. Some of the families best known for continuing and honoring the bomba tradition in Puerto Rico are the Cepedas of Santurce, the Ayalas of Loíza, the Alduenes of Mayagüez, and Los Hermanos Emanueli Nater. Here's an example of Bomba Puertorriqueña. Notice the coquilles in the background.
De bandazo va ella, de bandazo
Check out more Bomba and experience the rich influence of Africa on Puerto Rican culture. Wepa! There is so much more which can be said about these aforementioned styles of music. We are just truly scratching the surface because we could spend a lifetime studying and learning about each tradition. My hope is that you will be inspired to do your own research and check out more artists from each respective genre. Then share the music with your family and friends. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it and will consider subscribing so that you can listen to future and past episodes of the Imer Santiago Podcast. Until next time, this is Imer Santiago signing off. Thanks for listening, and remember, the future of the world depends on each of us.